Well, as Veterans Week comes to an end, we want to take a few minutes to honor a Shoals veteran who flew to new heights while in the Air Force. Wave 31's Jim Abbott introduces us to him and one of his proudest accomplishments, a world record.
It's easy to find Ed Yeilding's name at Veterans Memorial Park in Florence. It's everywhere. On the cockpit and plaque of the F-40 Phantom that the Shoals native flew for 9 years in the Air Force, and inside the museum on pictures of the SR-71.
Oh, that was a joy to fly.
Yeilding piloted it on reconnaissance missions around the Soviet Union, China, and North Korea for 6 years, flying at about 80,000 feet. So high that
you could see a slight curvature on the Earth, but more noticeable than the curvature was how dark it was overhead, since we were above 97% of the air molecules, and then it was a bright band of blue on the horizon. So you felt like you're cruising at the edge of space.
But it wasn't the height that made the Blackbird famous, it was the speed.
Mach 3 or a little bit more than Mach 3.
3 times the speed of sound, or 2,300 miles per hour, faster than a speeding bullet, seemingly built to break speed records. And on March 6, 1990, it did just that, on the way to its retirement at the Smithsonian, going coast to coast across the U.S. with Lieutenant Colonel Ed Yeilding at the controls, and getting a 200-mile head start over the Pacific.
We crossed the West Coast, accelerating through Mach 2.5, and then 8 minutes later, we're at our cruise speed of Mach 3.3. I was given permission to fly the top speed of the airplane.
The record on the books at the time was 5 hours and 17 minutes. Yeilding and the Blackbird blew that off the charts.
We lit the afterburner so that the people could see the beautiful sight of those orange plumes behind that beautiful black airplane and feel the power of those two big J-58 engines.
That record and 3 other city-to-city records Yeilding and the Blackbird broke on the same flight still stand 35 years later. Records that Yeilding says, modestly, are the Blackbird's, though it's his name that's listed beside them.
Yeah, well, it's a huge honor, and I don't ever forget that any of the pilots had the skill to fly that flight. I was just in the right place at the right time.
Well, that's Jim Abbott reporting, and you can see the planes Yeilding flew and much more at Veterans Memorial Park. That's on Veterans Park Drive, just off of Cox Creek Parkway in Florence.